Hello everybody, I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. I know I'm a couple days late to be saying that, considering I was down at my aunt's, so I wasn't really able to push out a video in time like I originally planned. But as the title says, I will be showing you how to get the grade 8 form. Now first things off, you're gonna need the Saiyan Tail. Now the Saiyan Tail probably is gonna be the hardest thing out of this to get, because it's really just like, it really is like, even though there are some things that are luck-based, this is literally, you're going to either be lucky, you're going to get your first time, you're going to get your first 1,000 time, so it really just depends whenever you get it. But once you get your, let me show y'all, once you get your Saiyan Tail, that is the first part to getting the grade 8 form. Now, a lot of people, including myself when I first got it, you're probably wondering, what are the drop chances for the Saiyan Tail? Now, the Saiyan Tail right here, as you can see, someone's fighting for us. But the Saiyan Tail basically is like a 1%. Like, you're likely to get the other abilities before you even get the Saiyan Tail. Now, I've seen people do it, and they've got it before they've gotten the other abilities. However, the Saiyan Tail is the very first part to getting the grid 8. Now I'll show you the second part. So you see where I'm at, you see the grid 8 right here, everyone's fighting him. So instead of going right here and fighting him, you're gonna go over a bit until you see Vegeta. Now if you don't know who Vegeta is, that's fine, but he's one of the main characters from Dragon Ball. He is going to be the one who gets you the grade 8 form. You'll have to fight him 30 times. Every time you fight him, there's a cooldown for 12 hours. So you can do it like twice every day. However, if you can't stay up late, I recommend doing it at probably like anywhere from probably like 6 to like 12 p.m. Because then it's going to go back and do AM. But even then, I don't think you would do 12, more like just 11. You can't really stay up that late. And the unfortunate thing is you can't use Senzu Beans on him. So that's why you have to wait. But you have to fight him 3 times. And then once you fight him, you have to talk to him again and he'll give you the grade 8 form. Now, you'll have to equip the grade 8 form, like the other forms, you have to go to skills, you have to go to forms. You'll scroll down for a bit until you see the grid 8 form. You'll click on it, and then you click equip. Now, this is where it gets tricky. Even though what I have said to get the grade 8 form, you now have the grade 8 form. And I was considering doing 2 separate videos on this, but since I'm already going over the grade 8 topic, I more would just already kind of go on ahead and tell you. So basically, once you get the grade 8 form, if you want to, now this is completely optional, y'all. If you want to, you can get the Ekari form. Now you're probably wondering, how do I get the Ekari form? Now the Ekari form is a lot, and I mean a lot, more difficult. Well, it's not as difficult as like getting the grade 8 form as a whole, because the grade 8 form requires you to fight Vegeta 30 times, it takes 12 hours, so it's a little less complicated, but it's still kind of complicated in a way. So basically, what you have to do is first you have to transform into the grade 8, which, by the way, if there's already a grade 8 in the server, you're not able to transform. And you also have to check if the server time will let you. Because there's a server time on every server, and you're only able to be the grade 8 for 30 minutes. Now, my best recommendation for getting the Ekari form early is you're going to want to go to, not skills, my bad. Y'all are going to want to go to your inventory, and if you have any, and I mean any, y'all have any, where are they? Mastery boost. If you have any mastery boost, slap that on right when you're about to do it. Don't waste your hour ones though. Well, you can waste your hour ones though, but don't do it in case you forget easily. So just slap on a couple 15 minutes and just try to avoid fighting, because you actually get more points to your mastery from just walking around in the form longer than you actually do fighting people. So if you can do that, you can do that. You have to wait every hour and I think 9 minutes or something. But that's not completely accurate, because you can get into a server where it's like an hour long and then you come back an hour and then it says, oh, there's already a Great Ape in there, you know, so it's kind of difficult. But that is the gist of getting the Great Ape form in Ekari. Now, the abilities for the Great Ape form, if you're just wondering like how strong it is, the Great Ape form allows you to do everything that the boss does over there. So, Primal Beam. Shoot the Primal Beam, it should do like 60,000, 70,000 damage. The Roar is pretty good too. It also has Backstep, which is a pretty good ability too for it. And it has the Lunge. Now, they're all great abilities. The Jumping is probably one of the best ones, considering you can only do it every so often you're in the form. And once you jump up, it still does a lot of damage if you're able to actually hit somebody. But I recommend if you're trying to just go for like damage and Zenny grind against people, don't use the Primal Beam. The Primal Beam, you have to be extremely accurate or it won't work. It won't do a lot of damage, because it does do a lot of damage when you pull it off. But they either have to be standing still or they have to be in a move that they can't move in. That's when you're going to want to use the move. What else? Right. Also, let me show y'all this real quick. If y'all want to get Ekari and when you get Ekari, you're probably curious to what it actually does. The Ekari basically is like this. It unleashes strength with a Great Ape, plus 20 all stats, 10% speed, 10% or negative minus 10% speed, minus 10% max speed. However, though, it does boost your things. But if we're going to be honest, if we're comparing Ekari to like Kaioken, you're probably just going to want to use Kaioken, because Kaioken boosts your overall power level to like look at like mine 784,000. So like if I do Kaioken, it boosts my power level all the way up to 1.3 million. However, the Ekari will only boost your power level up to, I think it's it will only boost it up to, I think, 100,000. But also, you can't do it unless you're below 60 health. So that is a big downside to it. If you're just kind of like me and you're trying to go get everything in the game, then go for it. But it is probably one of the longest processes to get Ekari, considering you have to also get the Great Ape form and get it to tier 2. If you're considering maxing out the Great Ape form, go for it, but it does take an extreme long amount of time. I'll tell you that. It takes a long time. So that's basically the gist of it. If you want the Great Ape form, go for Great Ape form. Great Ape form Ekari, go for Great Ape form Ekari. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time in my next video. And peace, y'all. Bye.